All right, for defending, again, you typically would start with the sword at your side, you draw it out, okay? And then we start again in Chudan. Now, with us being the defensive position, we don't change our position, we stay here, okay? The attacking changes to that Jodan position. Right foot still starts a little bit in front. Now, what's gonna happen is they're gonna attack our left side of our neck first. We're gonna step up with our right foot. Okay, now this is where I'm going to show you what not to do first. Do not just bring your arms up in the air and do a high block. Okay, it's not this. The reason for that is because when this attack is coming at you, if you just turn the sword, you might be scooping the sword towards you. So just like a regular high block, right? We start low with our fold. That way, whatever's coming at us, we're catching it on the way up. If I do this, for my high block, whatever's coming at me, I might be scooping towards you. So we have to start low and then build up, okay? So from here, we're at Chudan, middle stance, we aim low to Gedan, low stance. Sword is pointed low towards the ground, straight in front of us, don't have it touch the ground. But now we're gonna point it to the left side of the room. So we go down and over, kind of like drawing the letter L. Boom. From here, we turn the sword so the blade ends up towards the mirror, and then my arms just move up, traveling up the left side of my body. Okay? Do that again. Aim forward, down, over, keep the blade. Keep the tip of the sword, the point of the sword towards the left side of the room. Don't let it come onto the right side. Keep it that way. Turn the wrist, raise it up. Good. Now don't bring it over your head because the attack is coming at your neck. So I want that. If I bring it here, okay, or even here, I shoot this arm forward, there's too much leverage over here that they're gonna collapse your sword. They're gonna knock it into you. That's why when we do a high block, we don't have our wrist lined up with our nose or even our fist, because this they're gonna push in and we're still gonna get hit. We get our forearm over, because the forearm has more resistance with the technique that is not gonna crush us, okay? So we're at this block, blocking high to the left side. Now, bring your left foot, we're in a front stance right now with our right foot in front. Drop your left foot back to a back stance. It's like a reverse shift. We bring the sword up to Jodan, so it's above our head. A lot of people think Jodan is only for attacking. It's not. Now bring, kind of like a clock, it's at 12 o'clock. Tilt the sword to 3 o'clock. Bring the sword down to 6 o'clock, and it's aimed right in front of you. It's lined up with you. But this is not where it's going to go. We get it lined up so it creates this wall. Shove the wall to the side. It's kind of like a low block. If I low block to the middle of my body, it's actually not protecting my leg. I push it out, therefore it protects the leg. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
So if I block here and it's in line, it's really actually not going to help protect me. Push that out to the side, okay? From here, we're in a back stance at the low block. Left foot steps up to a horse stance. Right foot drops back to a front stance. Now, this is pretty easy. The tip of the sword kind of naturally moves to the right side. Just raise it up on your right side. Don't overpress though, because then your tip's up towards the ceiling. Keep it angled. Front stance too. Your right foot drops to a back stance. Bring the sword up to Jodan. Now, it's at 12 o'clock again. Move it to 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock, then push. Good. Now this is going to look a little goofy doing it in the air without a sword there, but you're clashing swords with your friend, okay? We're going to go around the clock. So right now you're at 6 o'clock. Bring it back up to 9 o'clock, back up to midnight, then go to 3 o'clock, but we're not going to tilt the sword. We're going to let it keep pointing, the blade being down, and we're going to use the back of the blade to scoop their sword. So we scoop as we push, bring up to above the head to Jodan, We rotate, step with your left foot forward. Place the sword on their neck. Now, generally speaking, we don't actually touch our partner because again, if you got splinters, you just shoved a bunch of splinters in their neck. But otherwise, we're placing it on their neck. Now, if I just pull right now, I might not have enough space. I might be way too close. Now I'm jammed. Take your left foot, drop back as you cut. This is a slicing weapon. So when we take our step, that's incorporating our body into the slice and distancing myself. So it's not me slicing with my arms, just the natural motion of my body stepping back helps create that slice for me. Understand?
Sir.
Okay, let's do that a little faster. Reset. Swords started chewed on. Okay, for the first block, we move. Go ahead and step first. So right foot steps, right foot in front, chewed on to gate on. Then over. Keep the point of your sword aimed at the closet. Turn the sword. Raise it up on the left side. Keep it on an angle though, like a down block with a bow staff. Or you gotta switch your, flip it. Yep, flip it, there you go. From here, left foot drops, back to a back stance. Sword comes up to Jodan, I stance. Now it's at 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, push. Good, not too high though, because they're aiming for your legs, so if it's way up here, yeah, you're blocking nothing. Low, okay? My hands itself are kind of near my belt and stomach area. That way the blade of the sword is lined up with my leg to actually block it. Step up with your left, so you're in like a horse stance position. Drop back with your right foot, and just raise the sword up to the right side. Good, the blade is towards the back wall right now. We never want to block with the blade. You're probably going to chip your sword, it shatters, or it's just not as good for slicing anymore. Take your right foot, back leg, drop back to a back stance. Sword comes up to Jodan, above the head. Bring it so it's at 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock, push. Good. From here, we're just going to retrace our steps. So bring it around. You can kind of shift with it too, just to kind of open up your stance, not knock yourself in the leg. Bring it around the clock. Use the back of the blade to hook onto their sword. Step, push, knock away. Sword up to Jodan. Watch my TV. Spin. Take your left foot, step in front. Place the sword on their neck. Take your left foot, drop back as you finish the cut. Good. And drop back.